I'm doing a review for this book. It's The Tale of the Body Thief by Anne Rice. I've really enjoyed this book. From the first sentence to the last, I've been hooked on the gripping story with someone who must be one of the most exciting and addictive characters in literature. It feels great to be reading Rice again. She is one of my very favourite fiction writers. Rice is an excellent writer. Her books are well written with a good use of language, addictive stories, and are some of the best characters I've found in any fiction. This book is part of the Vampire Chronicles, and it follows on from Interview with the Vampire Lestat, and The Queen of the Damned. I was so relieved that this book was this brilliant. I didn't enjoy Queen of the Damned as much as I had hoped I would. I was so impressed with the first two books I read by Rice, and maybe I expected too much of Queen of the Damned. However, it left me a little concerned that I might also not enjoy this one as much. My fears were quickly allayed as soon as I started reading this though. In this book, Lestat is the narrator again, as in the vampire Lestat, and I have to be honest, I couldn't be happier about that. Lestat is an incredibly exciting character. He is rash, vain, selfish, emotional, self-deceiving, dangerous, and completely addictive. I'm loving being back in his world. He always makes me smile with the way he embraces the world. In this story, Lestat gets the opportunity to inhabit a human body for a day, but the cost is high and the risks are even higher. But being Lestat, of course he goes for it, and it goes wrong, and he succeeds in the end. Because Rice's writing is so good, the story was mesmerising and enchanting and full of twists. I was happy to see Rice tackling religious and spiritual issues again in this book. Through her characters, Rice tackles some deep philosophical ideas about good and evil. The question of God was brought up and explored through the different opinions of characters who view God from different perspectives. They were questioning what God really is and the role of the devil or evil, what that role really is. The idea that the devil would like to leave his post but that God insists he must stay was interesting. After all, so much of the world wouldn't make sense without evil to combat. I found the scene in the cafe with God and the devil very convincing and almost reassuring because it seems so probable. Rice's excellent portrayal of Lestat's intricate character, who is forever blowing hot and cold, always makes me smile, as exampled here as Lestat looks on Louis. His face, quite thin and finely drawn by nature, an exquisitely delicate face for all its obvious strength, was gorgeously flushed. He had hunted early. I'd missed it. I was for 1 second completely crushed. I never stop being amazed by Rice's profound observations that are added into the book as an almost throwaway fashion, such as when Lestat rises his spirit from his body. Oh, what a glorious feeling, as if I could go anywhere in an instant, as if I had no need for the body and my link to it had been a deception from the moment of birth. Such a deceivingly simple, yet actually deep and thought-provoking suggestion. When the vampire Lestat finds himself in a human body, Rice's descriptions of being human were excellent. So many observations that she pitched so well that many others would have failed to capitalise on. She has a wonderful talent for allowing her characters to express and communicate their experiences in such a three-dimensional and immersive way. I find myself transported to the world and loving every moment of being there. I've really enjoyed reading this exciting supernatural thriller by Rice. Rice is such a beautifully descriptive writer that I feel like I could read her books non-stop, and I can't wait for the next one. Okay, here it is. Thank you.